Man, as I was out riding bikes with Heaven today, got me thinking about this coming Sunday for Easter, and how this Sunday is going to be different than all the other Sundays, and how we're going to see a bunch of people that we maybe have never seen before and may never see again. And it got me thinking about this hill that we just came up on here. I took my kids sledding out here a couple of snows ago, and it got me thinking about how whenever we get out of the car and we're looking at this hill, we're thinking how exciting it's going to be, how awesome it's going to be. We're going to go to the top of the hill, we're going to sled down, and so we traipse through like 8 inches of snow, and we walk all the way to the top of this hill. And well, we decide that, you know, we've got everything, we've got the sleds, and we get our path that's been laid out for us, and we go just sliding down the hill, having the time of our life. And whenever you get to the bottom of it, and so it got me thinking about how we go down the hill once and it's such a great time, and everybody's all excited, and they get all the way out at the bottom of the hill, and they just had a blast, and now it's time to climb the hill again. And sometimes they can do it a second time, but most of the time what you hear is, oh, carry my sled for me, it's so hard to get up the hill, oh, it's slick, oh, it's cold, and oh, there's 100 reasons why I can't get back up the hill, and oh, but I think I might be able to do it again because it was so much fun the first time, and maybe they do it again and again, maybe they do it a few times, but you just get more and more complaining and more challenged to get up the hill. And it made me think about how that's going to be a lot like this Easter Sunday, because we're going to see people that think that they've checked the Jesus box on their checklist because they showed up at church one Sunday. And what we are going to try to communicate to them is that what we have to offer at Journey, what we have to offer in Christ, is so big of a deal that it's worth climbing the hill every single Sunday. That it's not a one-time shot just so you can go down the hill once. We're going to try to communicate to them this Sunday what we need to speak to them in the parking lot and at the greeters, and what Mark's going to have to bring in the message, and what Jason and the people serving and kids are going to have to do is we've got to communicate to people that we're going to see one time. People are going to come this Sunday that never go to church, ever. And I she's definitely self-proclaimed atheist, very selfish, and you know what? She's coming on Easter for her first time, just because she's got a friend that said, and I go to church back home, and my mom will kill me if I don't go. And so this girl that never set foot in church is going to visit Journey this Easter, and she's not the only one. We have tons of people that drive by our building every day, and they've thought, man, I should go. But they're going to come this Sunday because it's Easter, and they know that's where they should be. But what we've got to do this week is build such excitement around what's going on at Journey and what God's doing and what He has to offer for their life. We've got to scream to them that this is a hill worth climbing every single Sunday. We've got to knock it out of the park. We need people in the parking lot. We need people directing traffic. We need people welcoming people whenever they get out of their car. They need to have a name tag on. They need to have a Journey shirt on if they have one. We need to look the part. Whenever people get to the front door, there's no reason someone opens the door for themselves this Sunday. We've got to have enough people in place. Everybody at Journey has a servant's heart right now, and we need to use that to speak to people this Easter. We need to have somebody opening the door for people, welcoming them in, a different person handing them a bulletin. We need to triple up on our service opportunities this week. We need 3 times as many greeters. We need twice as many parking. Scream to people this Easter. The Journey is the place that they need to be on a weekly basis. It's not just a one-shot deal. It's not just check the Jesus box one time. But Mark's going to have to communicate a message this Sunday that says that there's something worth coming back for, and that not only did Jesus die for you, and then did He raise again so that you could be with Him later on, but He's going to be with you right now, and He wants to change your life right now. And this is the place that we are the people that He's going to use to do that. We need Jason and whoever's serving in kids. Gosh, you're going to see kids one time. They may never be back, and you're going to have to build within them a desire to say, hey, Mom and Dad, I want to go back to church next Sunday. You're going to have to build such a program. You can't check it off with a coloring sheet this week. You've got to hit it out of the park. Every piece has got to be embraced this Sunday. We've got to have children's check-in, triple staff. We've got to have kids being well taken care of in kids' rooms this week. Not that we don't want to be on our game every week, but this is our one shot. This is our one shot to touch lives that may never set foot inside of a church again. And if they do, it may not be Journey again. And we've got to scream to them that they're important, and that God has a plan for them, and that we're part of that plan, that they came into our building for a reason, and that's because God drove them there. Their car didn't get them there. God brought them to us this coming Sunday. And I don't know if this video is going to be effective in communicating it, but I didn't think an email would be, and we don't have a staff meeting, but I just want you guys to know that I love you very much, and I'm honored to be serving with you, and I'm just have standing room only. We just had record attendance of 192 adults in the building, 12 people in serving, and 180 adults out in the main area. I think that's the largest attendance we've ever had. Going into Easter weekend is huge. And if we don't have triple volunteers in all areas, and if the music, gosh, we need to scream. I know Luke's planning on some cool stuff for music, and we've got to scream through the music that we're a place of relevance and acceptance, and that we're a church that our church love to attend. And I think that you're going to play a major role in that this week. Make the extra phone calls you've got to make, send the extra emails, confirm everything before Sunday morning, and let's make it happen this Sunday, because we're going to get some first-time valuable guests that God's going to bring us, and if we're not ready for them, we'll probably never see them again. I love you guys, and I think it's going to be an awesome Sunday, so let's get it done.